like they're now making it on. Yes. So there are two different type of method. One is direct method and one is iterative method. So iterative method will find a sequence of solution, like we are finding in Newton Raphson. We are starting with some initial guess, then after first iteration we are getting some solution, and slowly it will converge to the actual solution. So the same thing will work here also. That is the part of iterative method. So that we'll see later. Now today we'll see the direct method. So in direct method we'll see three different type of method. One is Gauss elimination, another one is Gauss Jordan, and third one is LU decomposition. Apart from that also other method is there, but we will discuss only these three. So suppose we want to solve this n cross n matrix. So this is the matrix, these entries a11, a12, a1n, and here ann, and right side is from b1 to bn. So suppose you want to solve this, then how you will solve? Suppose you are forget about programming, you want to solve manually, then how you will solve? Suppose here some numbers are given and it is some 10 cross 10 matrix, then how you will solve? Can anyone tell how you will solve? Matrix size is 10 cross 10, and these are some numbers. So you have to find x1, x2, xn, and right hand side also given some number. So can anyone tell how to solve the process?
Okay.
Yes.
Using
Using
Gauss elimination.
Yeah, Gauss elimination means what you will do, the first step.
Yeah, the first step to make the lower row zero except the last element.
Lower row.
Zero.
So instead of this matrix, suppose this is the matrix, if I will put all this entry except the diagonal entry a11, a22, a33, even ann, except this, suppose remaining entry are 0, can you solve this? This diagonal entry is non-zero and remaining entry is 0, can you solve this?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
It is easy. Even if I will give here a11, a22, a33 also, then also you can solve, even I will not give the value. Suppose remaining entry is 0, then what will be the value of xn? Xn will be bn divided by ann.
Bn by ann.
Yes. So if it is diagonal matrix, it is easy to solve, right? So what we can do, we can convert this matrix into diagonal matrix, and once it will become diagonal matrix, then we can solve. So the process of this matrix to converting into the diagonal matrix, that method is called Gauss-Jordan method. The another thing is that we will convert into the either upper triangular or lower triangular. That is called Gauss elimination. So before solving this type of system, here we are assuming the solution of this system exists. Not only exists, it is unique. Then only we are able to solve this by programming. Our solution must be exist and it will be unique also. If solution not exist, then there is no point to solve by program. And not unique, also it will not work. So whatever we will discuss, by assuming solution must exist and it should be unique. It will be unique, then only we will solve. So what we'll do, the first step is that with the help of this entry, so now I am assuming the whatever process we will apply, the row operation here will apply, that entry, the diagonal entry must be non-zero. In the process also, even it will not be zero any stage. If it is zero, then we will do something else that we will discuss later. So for the timing, we are assuming that this entry is non-zero, that a11, and with the help of a11, I want to make this a210, a310. Below this a1 in this first column, I want to make it 0. Here what we did, with the help of a11, we'll make it 0. Once this column will done, so how to make this ith row 0? Can anyone give me the row operation? With the help of that, this entry will become 0. That I1 entry, I want to make it 0 with the help of a11. Ith row, I want to make it this. Yes.
Row
Yeah,
minus
Ri minus. by
Ri minus
A1, Ri
Ri
minus
mi-
R1,
Ri
R1
minus R1
by
by,
A1 into AI1.
okay. We will apply this operation. Just check it is correct or wrong. If you want to make it ith entry 0, then you have to make it Ri minus AI1. This entry I want to make it 0, then this entry divided by A11, because with the help of A11 we are making 0. So with the help of this, if you divide by A11 and if you apply this row operation, this entry will definitely become 0. Everybody agree with this? Ri, if you want to make it 0, you have this row operation I1 divided by A11 into R1. And suppose I want to make all entry 0 below this, then I running from 2 to n, from second row onward up to nth. I from 2 to n, and Ri this row operation, this many row operation if you apply, then this all red entry will become 0. Not only this red entry will become 0, this side entry will also change. Even this also we have to apply the same operation on this side also. So this B2 to Bn will also change. Everybody agree with this? Anyone have any doubt? Tell me.
Sir, what is RI?
Ri is the ith row. Ri means ith row. That notation. So if you want to make ith
Okay,
row
sir.
this entry 0, then ith row you have to subtract by this multiply by R1 in the ith row. Then this entry will definitely become 0. This may be 0, this may be 0, we don't know, but this will definitely 0. And the same thing we have to do. Suppose you want to make the second row, this A21 entry 0, then I equal to 2. From the second row you have to subtract A21 divided by A11 multiply by R1. If you apply this row operation, then this A21 will become 0. So in this context, whatever we apply, we are assuming that A11 is non-zero. Then only we will able to do this. If it is 0, then this technique will fail. And this entry is called pivot entry. So with the help of this, we are making remaining entry 0. Similarly, if we want to make it this A32 to N2, then we will take the help of this A22 entry. Is that clear for everyone? So whatever I am explaining, I am assuming that this entry is non-zero. If you apply these many row operation, then this diagonal entry will never 0 in this process. That we are assuming. If it is 0, we will discuss later how to deal those entry. Like suppose you are applying this row operation, this entry also becomes 0, but we are assuming in this process it is never 0. So is that clear to everyone?
Yes, sir.
So now we'll see after applying this what effect on this matrix will come if you apply this many row operation. So from from 2 to n, that means from row number 2 to row number n, all row will change. That means this entry will change, this will change, even this all will change. This anyway will become 0, but what change will come here? So in Aij minus this operation you will apply with the help of this. So here you will apply A21 entry, then you will subtract this. Here you will apply, then you will subtract this, multiply by this factor. Suppose you are applying R2 minus AI1 divided by A11 R1, then this A22 entry will become A22 minus this factor into A12. Is that clear? This one. Like I am actually applying this operation over this general matrix. So what will be A22 entry, what will be A23 entry, what will be A21 entry, similarly what will be B2. So what will be BI if you apply this over RI? Can anyone tell what will be BI? We want to apply RI minus this multiply by R1, then BI will be BI minus this multiply by B1. So that's why I wrote here BI will replace, or it will change by BI minus ai1 divided by a11 into d1. So these two will represent that what effect will happen in the matrix after applying this. Is that clear to everyone? Anyone have doubt? Tell me, because the same thing I will implement in the Python program. So if you have any doubt, you can ask.
For I equal to 2.
What?
For I equal to 2 to n, please repeat the step aij.
See, if you apply this many row operation, so you will apply here what this entry will become a21. If you apply r2 minus a21 divided by a1 into r1, this entry will become 0. So here I will put 0, but what will happen here? This will also change. The same row operation you will apply. So a22 entry will become, so a22, if you take I equal to 2 and j equal to 2, then a22 entry will become a22 minus this factor a12 j equal to 2, and this one you will apply for column number 1 to column number n. That means here also, second column also, third column also, even nth column also will change. So all column will change, but the first row will not change. If you apply this operation, first row will never change. It will change from row number 2 to n, column number from 1 to n in this matrix. That means from second row onward, all entry will change in each column. So j represents for column index, I represents for row index. So row number 2 to n will change, and j from 1 to n will change. So that's why I is from 2 to n and j from 1 to n. What change will happen? This is the change. This factor will multiply and will get the change. Is that clear? Similarly, this bi will also change, even all entry will change in here. So here bi from 2 to n, that means row number 2, that means from b2 to bn will change with the help of b1. Is that clear for everyone?
Yes.
Like if I will say apply this, if you are doing hand computation, you have to do this one only. Is that clear?
Yes, sir. Yes.
So,
Yes, sir.
so once you will apply, this entry will become 0, and this a22 will also change, a32 is all will change. So all will change by this. So after changing, whatever will come, I will replace this a22 by this entry. A22 by this. Whatever row operation will apply, I will change this. So we'll get the latest value, updated value after applying this row operation. So once you will apply this row operation, this will change. And here this a22 is not the previous a22, it is changed by this formula. Similarly, this b2 is not the previous b2, it is changed by this formula. So b2 will change, even b3 will change, bi will change, bn will change. So now this a22 is non-zero. I am assuming in this process this is non-zero. If it is 0, then what we will do, I am not telling. For the timing, we are assuming this is non-zero. Now can you tell me how to make this entry 0 with the help of this a22? Suppose ai2 you want to make it 0, then which row operation you will apply in ith row?
AI2 minus AI2 minus A22 by A22 into AI2.
Yes, so this entry will become 0. The same row operation you will apply ai3, ain and bin. So whatever we did previously for the first row, now we'll do the same process for second row. So this entry we want to make it 0. We'll apply this row operation and ith row, I from now 3 to, from the third row onward. First, second row will not change. From the third row onward, 3 to n. We'll apply this row operation. So how many row operation? From 3 to n. We'll apply row operation here. One row operation which will make this entry 0. One row operation will make this ith 0. Similarly, nth 0. So this row operation will apply, and in the matrix what change will happen? From column number 2 to n. That means from this column to nth column entry will change in the row. From here onward will change. That means the first, second row will not change if you apply this many row operation. Only second column to nth column, that means from here to here, this column, and row from here to here. So that means this whole matrix, this many entry will change if you apply this row operation. Similarly, from b3 to bn will change, b1 b2 will not change. Is that clear for everyone?
Yes.
Any doubt? If you have, tell me. And what change will happen? This is the change. Like now bi entry will become, with the help of b2 we are making, then ai2 divided by a22 into b2. If you apply, this entry will change. Similarly, b3 will change, bn will change. The same row operation which you are applying here to make it 0, the same you have to apply on over a33, over a3n, even b3 also. So like that, if we continue up to how many steps we have to go? Like step means this is the first step. First step means to make these entry 0 with the help of a11. Then we have to make this entry 0 with the help of a22, this red entry. Then up to how many steps will go?
n minus 1.
Because in the nth column no need to do anything, we have to go up to n minus 1. So that index I am denoting by k. K is the step which we are following to make the column entry 0. So like here this is k equal to 1. 1 times we apply, and this will 1 time means we applied this, and this entry becomes 0. Okay, then k equal to 2 we applied this, we will go up to n minus 1. So in general, k will start from 1 to n minus 1. 1 to n minus 1 means we have to apply in the column number 1, then column number 2, column number 3, and up to column number n minus 1. So once we are applying column number 1, that means in each column, if you apply, if you are making entry 0 in the column number 1, then I will start from k plus 1 to n. That means we are making entry 0 from the second row onward, not the first row onward. If you are in the nth column or fourth column, then you will apply the row number 5th. Below the column, below the diagonal entry, you are making 0. So if k equal to 1, I will start from k plus 1 to n. Like if you are in the, supposing you are in the second column, then row number 3 to n you are making 0. So if k equal to 2, then I will start from 3 to n. This is the general formula I wrote. So this one you have to implement. If you apply this, k from 1 to n, n minus 1 times, I from k plus 1 to n, aij equal to aij minus aik by akk into akj, and j from k to n. Similarly, b if you replace, after doing this, this whole matrix will become upper triangular matrix like this. And once it will become upper triangular matrix, we can easily solve this matrix. How we'll solve, we'll see. So up to this, anyone have doubt how to convert the original matrix into the upper triangular matrix by applying the row operation? Why this k1 to n minus 1, k plus 1, you can ask if you have any doubt.
No, sir. Actually, my question is that in by hand when we solve the question,
Yes.
then we can write the augmented matrix means the given data and the
Yes.
identity matrix. Then we
Yes.
equate this.
Right.
But
So if
but
you are making a augmented matrix, we are applying the same thing. It is kind of augmented matrix. This also, and right hand side also we are applying. Here we are just, this is just for to use showing purpose, but actually we are doing in the augmented matrix only. Whatever we are doing in the augmented matrix. We are changing this matrix also, we are changing this right hand side also by using this. So actually it is
means
happening in the augmented matrix. This is just for your showing purpose.
okay, means after the matrices we have an identity matrix. So that's
Yeah,
why
identity you will have only when if you are applying Gauss-Jordan method, but Gauss elimination, no identity. It will become upper triangular only. Row echelon form, not reduced row echelon form.
okay, sir.
So see, if I from 3, like you are making this one from 3 to n, then will you change the column number 1 or not? If you are here, will you change this column? If you are making a32 to an2 entry 0, will you change the column number 1? The answer is no, will not change the column number 1. Even will not change the row number 1, will not change row number 2, will change only this much part, I from 3 to n, and j
Hello. Hello, sir.
Hello, sir. Am I audible? Hello.
So up to this is fine.
Yes.
So can anyone tell from this what is the value of xn?
Bn
Bn by ann, right? So I will write the same thing here.
Yes, sir.
First I will write in the equation form. This is the first equation, second equation, third equation, ith equation, even nth equation, and minus 1th equation, all. So from this we can easily calculate xn. We'll get xn, and here we'll get xn, right? So we are doing from the backward direction. First we'll calculate xn, put xn here in the second row, second last row or last equation. You will get xn minus 1, then xn minus 2, and similarly you can get x1. So as someone said that xn will come bn by ann. Then we'll put here, we'll get xn minus 1, then xn minus 1 and xn will put in the previous equation, we'll get xn minus 2, and similarly from the backward direction we will get x1 also. So this is the ith row I wrote. So from this we'll calculate the formula for xi. How to calculate xi, like xn minus 1, xn minus 2, x3, x2, x1. So from this equation we can calculate the formula. So from this equation, in terms of xi plus 1 to xn, we'll calculate the value of xi. Xn is anyway bn by ann. So xn will come bn by ann. So xn, the last entry we got, but the remaining xi we can calculate from the ith row. I want to make a formula. That means bi minus all those entry divided by aii will give xi. So bi minus all those entry divided by aii will give xi, and if you want to write in terms of summation, you will get the formula of xi is 1 upon aii bi minus, here j is running from, this is I plus 1 up to n. If you are calculating I, you need xi plus 1, xi plus 2, even xn also you need. So j is running from I plus 1 to n, aij xj. Here j value is I plus 1, here j value is n. So that's why j is running from I plus 1 to n. So this is the formula of xi. But this formula you can apply only when if you are going from the backward direction. That means xn is known. If you want to calculate xn minus 1, put I equal to xn minus 1, you will get value of xn minus 1 in terms of xn. And xn we anyway we know, we'll put xn, we'll get the value of xn minus 1. If you want to calculate xn minus 2, put I equal to n minus 2, you will get xn minus 2 in terms of xn minus 1 and xn. And those values anyway we know, so we can apply and we can calculate. Similarly we can calculate x1 also. So this much. So if you want to solve any system of equation which has unique solution, then only this much code you have to write. One is this much. This will convert the original matrix into the upper triangular, and then this formula of xn and xi, and then you are done. So this is the algorithm which we have to do in Python. K from 1 to n minus 1 I already explained. I from k plus 1, j from this aij formula, bi formula, then these things will give into the this much. See this one, k from 1 to n minus 1, I from k plus 1 to n, this formula and this formula we have to write. So those things I wrote here, aij and b formula. Once it is done, first calculate the xn, this xn, and then calculate the xi. Once xi will done, because of this summation we are doing sum. sum equal to sum minus aij, this aij into xj, then we'll get the value. So anyway, this slide I will share with you, this whole algorithm I will share with you, so no problem. So anyone have any doubt in this setup? That means this is called backward substitution. We are calculating backward direction, and this one. So this is called Gauss elimination without pivoting. Without pivoting means during this row operation, this entry is non-zero. That means suppose a22 will become 0, then we cannot make this entry 0 with the help of 0. So that is called without pivoting. If it is 0, how we'll deal? That is called with pivoting. So without pivoting we are dealing here. So in the assignment I given, you have to use without pivoting. That means we are assuming this entry will not 0. So I gave the example. In that example, this entry is non-zero. If it is 0, then what we will do, we'll see. So any doubt anyone have? Tell me. Gauss elimination. No doubt?
No, sir.
Okay. So now we'll move to the Gauss-Jordan. So this problem anyway I will show you how to solve in Python. This is the solution is also I given to you. This will solve. So now we'll move to the Gauss-Jordan. Gauss-Jordan target is that we have to make the diagonal entry, only remaining entry apart from the diagonal must be 0. That is the difference between the previous one and here. And diagonal entry also we have to make it 1. First we will keep diagonal entry as it is, later we'll make it 1. The target is to make this entry 0 with the help of a22. Previously we have to make this a32 and 2 0, but this time we have to make this entry is also 0. In this column only a22 will be there, remaining entry must be 0. So the first step is same, we have to make this entry 0 like previous case. So we have to apply this row operation. With the help of this row operation, this entry will become 0. That means we have to apply from the second row to nth row, and each column number 1 to column number n, all entry will change. This entry will become 0. Now from the second step, we once we are at the second column, not only we have to make 3 to 2 and 2 is 0, we have to make a12 entry is also 0. So except this, remaining entry in the column must be 0. Then only we'll get the diagonal matrix. Similarly, once will come a33, except this, remaining entry we have to make it 0. So now can you tell me which row operation will apply so that all entry will become 0? We have to apply this one. In each row we have to apply except the second row. I is not equal to 2. In the second row will not apply. In the first row also will apply. Even in the all row will apply to make it 0. So the only difference is that here I is not equal to 2. Similarly, in this third column, I is not equal to 3. So now can you tell me how many steps is required here?
N step.
N step, because in this column also we have to make it 0. So k from 1 to n, remaining thing is same like previous. The only difference is I is not equal to k. Only in the kth row will not apply. Remaining will apply. Like in the second row will not apply, remaining will make it 0. Similarly, third will make it 0. So the only difference in terms of the programming, k is from 1 to n, because in this column also we have to apply, and I is not equal to k. So once we'll apply all, we'll get this much, and then it is easy to find x. Can you tell me what is the formula for xi in this case?
bi by aii.
Bi by aii, I from 1 to n.
In n.
Yeah, 1 to n. So here no backward substitution is required. So here this is the formula of xi. First we'll convert this into the diagonal. After that we'll apply this formula, we'll get the answer. So now tell me, I will make a program for either Gauss-Jordan or Gauss elimination. So which one you want to me for? I will do that one only. Gauss-Jordan or Gauss elimination?
Gauss elimination.
Gauss elimination. So we'll start in Python. Anyway, this slide I will share. So whole algorithm code this you will get anyway, no problem. So Gauss elimination, first we will convert the matrix into the upper triangular matrix by using this k from 1 to n minus 1, I from k plus 1 to n, and this much. So before doing this, first we will write a matrix. Left hand side that matrix A and right hand side matrix B, and then solve X. So can anyone tell how to write a matrix in Python? How to write matrix in Python?
np dot array
Arrange in the square
So
bracket.
np is
We
required, so I am
can
importing np. Import numpy as np. So I want to write matrix A and np dot
array
array, a double r a y array, then in this matrix bracket. So I will write this matrix. I want to solve this matrix in here, this example. So can you tell me what is first row in the matrix?
6 minus 2 2 4.
Okay, so I will write the first row, second row, then third row, and then fourth row. So first row is x comma minus 2 comma 2 comma 4. So first row First row 6 minus 2, 2, 4. Second row 12 minus 6 and 10. So I will write here 12 comma minus 8 comma 6 comma 10. Now the third row 3 minus 13, 9 and 3. So I will write the third row here in this bracket, 3 minus 13 comma 9 comma 3. And now the last row, last equation, minus 6, 4, 1 and minus 18. Minus 6 comma 4 comma 1 comma minus 18. So this is the matrix A. So I'm printing to see what matrix we are getting here. So let me run this. So this is the matrix A is done. So now I will write the matrix B. Again np dot array, so matrix B is the right hand side is 16, 26, minus 19 and minus 34. So I will write here 16 comma 26 minus 19 minus 34. I can print even B also. Matrix A and B is done. 16, 26 minus 19, 34. This is the matrix B and this is the matrix A. Is that clear? So now we will apply the Gauss elimination method. So now can anyone tell what will be the next line I have to write for Gauss elimination?
For k in range.
So I will just show what to write here. This matrix I have to convert into the upper triangular form by using this k from 1 to n minus 1, right? So how to write this k from 1 to n minus 1? So first tell me what is n in this example. In this example, what is n? 4.
4.
Yeah, so for the timing I am writing here n equal to 4. Later based on the example we'll change n equal to 4. Now I have to write for k in k from, so I want to write this line k from 1 to n minus 1. So 1 to n minus 1 I want to write, that means row number 1 to n minus 1. Yeah, range yeah, tell me what to write in the range.
1 to n.
1 to n. How to write 1
Yes,
to
sir.
n?
1
1 comma n.
1 comma n.
Yes, sir. It will automatically take the increment plus.
Yeah, it
and
will
go up to
automatically
n
take the
minus.
increment, but the problem here is in the matrix this column or this first row, this is not the first row, this is the 0th row according to the Python. It is
Yes.
clear? So that 1 means 0 for Python, so we have to start from 0
And we should write
0.
range
and it
k
will
in
go up
range
to 0, it will start, it will go up to
n minus 1. 3.
0 to 3 it will go. N equal to 4 means this is 4 cross 4, so this is 0th, first, second, third. Only 3 column, means the 4th column, this is the 0th column, first column, second column, third column. So it will go from 0 to
N minus 1.
n.
3. And 0, that means 0th column it will change, first column it will change, even second column it will change. It will not change the last column. Yeah, tell me. 0 to
So
0 to
just we
which
should
column?
write for k in range n minus 1. K in range n minus 1. It will automatically start from 0 and go up to n
Yeah.
minus 2.
Yes, so it is done. K from 0 to n minus 1, because 0th column, first column, second column, it will not go to the third column, because we are not making this into 0. We want only this and this one in 0, this side nothing. So it is done. Now back to the next line. I from k plus 1 to n. So definitely if it is in the 0th row, I will from k plus 1 to n. Right? If in the 0th column, I will start from the first. That means it will automatic k plus 1 and it will go up to n. So now tell me what this line I have to write for I from k plus 1 to n. I want to write k plus 1 to n. For I in range, yeah, tell me.
K plus 1 comma n.
Plus 1 comma n, increment is 1. It will go up to n minus 1 because
Automatic
you got total 3. So it will automatically go n minus 1. This is done. Now this one. This whole line will run from kj to n. Right? This whole line will run from kj to n. So first I will write kj to n and I will write this line. Then this line, this is not running from because there is no j here. So I will write this line also. So first I will write aij equal to aij minus this j from k to n. So I am writing those line for j in range to start from k, it will go up to n comma 1. Fine. So I wrote k, I wrote I wrote j. Now I will write this aij equal to aij minus aik divided by akk into akj. These things I will write here. ai comma j, that means aij entry, equal to the, I'm changing the aij entry by multiplying that factor into akj. In this factor I will write a I comma k divided by a k comma k. So that line is done. Just check again. Aij equal to, this means this entry will replace aij. That means the new aij will become aij minus aik divided by akk multiplied by akj, and k is running from j to 1. So the same thing I wrote. Just check I wrote correctly or not. Aij equal to aij minus aik divided by akk into akj. So now what will be the next line? Next line will be this one. Bi will replace by bi minus the same factor into bk. But this line is not in the k. This j is running from k to n for this line, this column. But here only one column. So this is outside this j. It's not depend on the j. It is the part of this two, not the part of this j.
Different
So
for loop.
yeah, so it is
You will write
outside
it
this loop.
outside.
Outside this loop. If this space is there, that means it is inside the loop. I am writing here, that means it is outside the loop. Bi equal to bi minus the same factor, this one, ai comma k, that means aik entry divided by ak comma k, and multiply by b of k. So once I will run this code, we will get the upper tabular matrix. If we will print a after this, we will get the upper tabular matrix. So I am printing after all loop. Print a. This is the a. After applying this, the entry will, this entry 12 will become 0, this 3 will become 0, minus 6 will become 0, minus 13 will become 0, 4 will become 0, even 1 will become 0. And this entry will also change according to the. So anyone have doubt up to this? Tell me.
Hello, sir.
Yes,
Hello,
tell me.
sir. For k in range 0 to n minus 1 or only n minus 1, there is 0.
Yeah, it is written n minus 1. That means it will start from 0 only. That n minus, if you write any number here, suppose you will write 5, that means it is 0 to 4. If you write 7 here, that means 0 to 7, 6. So if you write
Okay,
0 also, 0 comma this, both are same.
okay, sir. Okay,
If you will not write anything, it is start from 0 only.
okay, sir. Okay.
So now before running this, I will run also, and after that again I will say something. See, this entry will become 0. Is it correct or not? Just check. Below the diagonal
Yes.
entry, all entry become 0. But there is one problem, because every time you are changing this is, so see, this entry remains same, 8, 6, 10, these are not changing, even minus 13, 9, 3, so 9, 3 is same, even minus 18 is also same. Suppose you want to make this 12 0, so which row operation you will apply to make it 0? R2 minus 2 times
R1.
R1. So this will become 0, but if you apply here R2 minus 2 times R1 over minus 8, what will come?
-4.
But here it is coming minus 8. That means something is wrong. It is not changing. Even it is 6, it is 10. Can anyone tell what is wrong in the code? Something I have to change? So the change is this one, because this factor which we are taking, it should be constant throughout the process. That means here also 2, that means 12 divided by 6, it is 2 here also. If you apply here, it will remain 2 times r1, here also 2 times r1, here also 2 times r1. So this should not be changed. If you moving from j is the column, so it will change same. So that's why I am declaring here before doing this, just so that that's why it is giving some error. It will fixed like 2 times, that means over all column it is 2 times. So this factor I am calling it is mult, and this have a very big role. That's why I am declaring it is separately, that you will see later what is the role of this in LU decomposition. So what I did, I didn't did anything. If you write applying r2 minus 2 r1, so in this also r2 minus 2 r1, for 6 also r2 minus 2 r1. So this 2, that means 12 by 6, that is 2, that I am declaring here, and now here I will write multiply, so that it will fix, it will not change. I am declaring that one is by mult mult, and now I am multiplying these things. So technically it is correct, the same thing I am writing, but that value I am calculating here, because this Aij is changing in between the loops, so it will not change. Now I will run this. So just check it is correct. What I did, I declare this multiple, this multi here Aik by Akk, and the same thing I am using here. That factor I am multiplying here, and the same factor I am multiplying here. Is it okay to everyone? Now I will run this. Fine. If it is fine, then tell me, I will run.
Yes, sir.
That multiple, that factor, if you see here, this bracket I declare this is by mult, because both place I am using the same thing. Even bi also I am using same thing, even each entry I am using the same thing. So I am declaring this by multiple mult. So this I am multiplying here, that factor or multiplier. So now I will just run the same thing. I have to write this also, because now matrix is changed. I'm just copying this one, and I am writing here, so that everything will run simultaneously. Matrix A, matrix B, because after applying this, matrix is changed. So if you apply again same thing, then matrix will keep on changing. That's why I wrote here. So now see, it is giving the correct value. You can see r2 minus 2 r1, even r2 minus 2 r1, 6 minus 4 is 2, and then 10 minus 8 is 2. So now it is fine. So we got the correct value of A. Is that clear? Now once it will become the upper tabular matrix, we will do the backward substitution. That means this one. First we will calculate xn, then we will calculate this xi. So xn is this formula, I will write as it is. Xi I will write this formula in terms of summation, and you know how to do summation in Python. So first I will write xn, then I will write xi, then we are done. That means we will get the correct answer. So can anyone tell how to write xn? Xn is bn by ann. So can I write this xn equal to bn divided by n comma n? Is it correct? I wrote this one, xn equal to bn by ann, the last this one xn, this bn divided by ann. Is it correct or wrong?
Yes, sir, correct.
Sir,
Yes.
here n or n minus 1?
Yeah, that's why I want to ask. Should be n minus 1, because we have only 3 up to 3, x0, x1, x2 and x3. So this is xn minus 1, not n in Python. If you're writing in the MATLAB, it is n only, but in Python n is n minus 1 because we are starting from 0. So that's why this is the correct one. Now the last formula I have to write, this xi formula, and then we are done. Xi is 1 upon ai, that we will divide by letter. First we will calculate this sum, subtract from bi, then divided by ai, you will get xi. So this I running from where to where? First tell me, this I will run from where to where?
n minus 1 to n minus 2 to 0.
Yeah, n minus 2 to 0, because n minus 1, the last value we already got. So first we'll do this summation. So for first we'll do summation, subtract from bi, divided by ai, we'll get xi. So I will write the formula of xi. So can anyone tell how to do this summation? First we'll have to write sum equal to
0.
0.
sum equal to 0. Okay, then
Then we can start the for loop.
yeah, for loop from where to where? J from I plus 1 to n.
0.
Here it is written I plus 1 to n.
Yes, sir.
So I have to write I plus 1 to n, right? The same, exactly same. Here no need to change anything. I plus 1 to n only. Is it correct?
Since it starts from 0, so that's why.
No, this j is start from I plus 1, not it will start from 0. I will start from 0. I will write again later.
Okay, then the formula is fine, sir.
Yeah, formula is fine, but this n will be n minus
1.
1 in our case. So now
Yes,
for
sir.
this formula I will write the loop. For j in range, so range is from I plus 1 will go up to
n minus 1.
n minus 1, right? This is n minus 1 only, because then I have to write sum equal to sum plus. So what to write sum for this sum? Sum equal to, here it is written aij xj. So what to write?
We write the same like we write aij.
aij, ai comma j into xj,
X star j into star, sorry, xj, star xj.
star xj.
Sir, here define I in range.
Yeah, I will define I. Till now I didn't define I.
Okay, sir.
So this is only that summation. Once summation will done, then what is the value of xi? Xi will be 1 upon aii bi minus sum. This is the sum, right? So I will write xi equal to 1 upon aii, so bi minus this summation sum, this whole thing divided by aii. I will show again, bi minus this sum divided by aii, this is xi. bi minus sum divided by aii, this is xi. Now I will write range for I. I is running from where to where? I in range
N minus 2 to 0.
n minus 2 to -1, comma -1, right? Every time it will decrease, it will not reach to -1, it will stop up to 0 only.
0.
So this is in the loop only, so I am giving the space because it is inside the loop. So that's why this space is required. This sum is inside the summation, and this xi is inside the loop. Now it is fine, and sum equal to 0 is here. So this much part is for summation. This is formula for xi. I is running from this to this. Now if you print x, you will get the answer. Let us see we are getting correct answer or not. So here written x is not defined, right? So how to define x? Can anyone tell?
SYM symbol X.
No, this is not a
First
variable.
we
This
have
is
to
a number.
import a library.
No, it is not a symbol. This is a number.
In
Then in the we can create an array within that.
Yeah. So I am
we can
creating x is a zeros, all zeros. This is a 0 vector. So of which size?
n cross 1 means
N cross 1 or n? It is first I am creating a 0. So the answer is 3, 1, -2 and 1. So I created a 0 vector. First initially it is 0, all entry are 0. Then I replace the last entry by this formula and remaining entry by this formula. So now the entry is changed. It will become 3, 1, -2 and 1. So done.
so can you check the answer?
Yeah, answer is 3, 1, -2, 1. You can check the answer. 3, 1, -2, 1. Even
Yes,
you can
sir.
put this value here, you will get the right hand side. So the same thing whatever I explained, the only change here, you have to carefully write the index here from where to where, because it is starting from 0, not exactly from 1. So that change you have to do yourself. Anyway, I will share the algorithm with you, like this algorithm here. Everything is written from where to where you have to run. This is in the context of 1 to n. The same thing you have to change from 0 to n. Then sum equal to sum in sum by I, and you can get the answer. So this is the Gauss elimination method. This line I wrote here because if you run again and again, that matrix will change, because here the matrix is changing. So that's why I have to write this line here, because if I will not write here, then if you run, then it will become diagonal matrix, then again you will change, that row operation will apply. So every time you will get the different answer. So this is the by Gaussian elimination. Similarly, you have to do by Gauss-Jordan method, right? Everybody agree with this?
Yes, sir.
Now I will solve very easy problem, very easy, and I will show you. First I will just write the 3 equation. Suppose I want to solve 3 equation, and you just tell me what change I have to make if I want to solve that. So first I will define the problem, which problem I want to solve. I want to solve so y equal to 1, right here, 2y equal to 1, very easy, 3x equal to 5, and z equal to 9. Can you solve this system of equation? 3 unknown.
But the equation is already solved, I think.
It's not
Y
already
is equal
solved.
to 1 by 2.
Yes.
Means by looking the equation, we can say the value.
By looking the equation, you can clearly say the answer. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
So now I will solve the same problem by using this method. So tell me, what is the matrix A? What is the size of matrix?
3 cross
3
Equal
3.
is 3
n
plus
equal to
3.
3. Only 3 row. I am deleting one more row. What is the right hand side? First tell me what is the right hand side.
1, 5, 9.
5, 9. Now what is the first row?
0 2 0.
0, 2, 0.
Second row?
3
3,
0 0.
0, 0. Then 0, 0,
0 0
1.
9.
0,
1.
0, 1.
No, 1.
Yes.
So if I will run, can we get the answer by this method?
No, sir.
Yes.
No, sir.
Here it is
Why?
n is equal to 4.
A11 equals to 0.
Yes. So here if you run, then it will show some parentheses mismatch. 1 minute. So if you run this, it is saying that it is not a number. Not a number means you are dividing by 0. This multiplier, whatever we are making, aik divided by akk, that means if we divide by a11, that a11 entry is 0 in this. So I'm printing the matrix also here. In that case, what should we do? Forget about the programming. So this is the matrix 0 2 0 3 0 0 0 3 0 1. So what you will do if this entry is 0?
First we interchange the row, second and first row.
So everybody agree we have to interchange the row?
Column
Yes, sir.
interchange.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So here I ask the question. It is written without pivoting. That means that 0 case will never occur in this problem. So whatever I discussed, that is without pivoting. Now I will tell how to do the pivoting. Pivoting means the interchange the row. We have to interchange. But the question is, like someone said, we have to interchange row number. Sorry, row. So which row we have to interchange? Second row or third row?
Second.
Second. Why?
Second to first.
A11 is non-zero.
A11. A1.
A22.
Yeah.
A21.
So I'm changing. So I'm changing here something. Suppose you want to solve this problem. So now tell me. Now you are able to see this matrix. Which row you will change now? Row number 2 or row number 3?
Sir, I cannot see the matrix.
Can anyone tell which row will? This is the matrix. It's not visible
Matrix.
No. Sir.
now.
Yes, sir.
So now tell me which row.
Second row.
Yes,
Second row.
second.
Why?
Because if
Row.
we
Why?
change the third row, then there is no A33 non-zero. We have A, all AI is non-zero.
So everybody is agree with her. Which
Yes,
row
sir,
we
we
have to
have to
interchange?
keep.
Definitely we
We
have to
have to.
interchange. Yes.
We
We
have to
have to.
interchange.
Because whatever logic you are applying for interchanging, the same logic you have to tell to the computer or to the Python. The Python will do the same thing, right? So computer, we have to write some lines so that computer will also know, okay, now we have to change this row, right? and here you can clearly see this number is 3 and 6. But once the computer is doing the process, like after the first row, suppose this row operation, this entry will become 0, then how computer will know which row we have to interchange? That means computer should know something, so that computer will do those operation and it will interchange. On what basis computer will understand, okay, now this entry is okay and non-zero, we have to interchange this row. So can anyone tell how computer will know? You can see the number and you can
Sir,
check. This is, yes.
A not equal to 0.
What?
A
We
not equal
can
to 0.
we can use conditional statement part if A11 is 0, then it will interchange the row or column.
No, that is correct. If this entry is 0, we will interchange. That I don't have any problem. But which one will interchange? Number 2, number 3. If more than 10 row, then which one you will interchange with the first row? That is the question. This question is clear to everyone what I am asking?
Yes.
We have to interchange, but with which row you will interchange? With which row you will interchange that entry so that it will become non-zero? Suppose you will interchange the third row, maybe this is also 0, then what is the use? Like previously I shown to you, even after interchange also it will become 0. Suppose here you will interchange, then no need even interchange, this will remain 0 only. This entry will never become, you have to interchange this, then it will become. So how computer will know which entry computer will change?
Sir, we can do one thing like
Yes.
the pivot position will always be in the diagonal position.
Yes, right.
So
Pivot will be always in the diagonal if it is unique solution, right?
what I'm saying, like if my AII entry that is
Yes.
0, so in that column,
Yes, in
in
that
that
column.
column, in that column of this AII, so I'll say ki the least j, such that the first this column, such that in that the first column that is non-zero, that can be taken like the row corresponding to the first column in this.
You are saying something least.
So the least means I just want to say one thing, like here in this is 0 and 300. So
Okay.
300, and if you are saying that here in the third row, if it is 0, so what I am saying is uh, I am giving the command that the it should take that row, it should interchange with that row in which the first column entry that should be non-zero. And if there are two some columns, like here 3 and 6 is there in the
Yes.
given example.
Yes.
So what I'm saying is take the मतलब जो उसके पहले आ जाए सबसे, मतलब ये जो 2 वाली ले ले या 3 वाली ले ले, इसमें कोई भी ले सकता है, लेकिन मैंने 2 कह दिया क्योंकि मैंने पहले उसको कर लिया, फिर वहां पे मैं ब्रेक कर सकता हूँ स्टेटमेंट को.
Okay. Yeah. So that is also a correct way. There is no harm. It is fully correct. So his idea is that if it is non-zero, then you search whenever you will find non-zero. Once you will find non-zero, interchange. Right? That is your idea.
Yes, sir. Yes.
So like this is 0, then go to below and see where it is non-zero. Once you will get non-zero, interchange with that row. The first non-zero entry in that column, after this you will get interchange with that entry. Like suppose here it is 0, then we will interchange with the 6. If it is non-zero, then we will interchange with that. So everybody agree with this? We have to interchange, but we have to give some criteria. The first entry we have to. But suppose all entry is 0 and the last entry is non-zero, then you have to search in each entry. Every time you have to go in the next and you have to check it is 0 or non-zero. If it is non-zero, then you will interchange. But suppose it is 0, then again you will go to the next, and suppose matrix size is 100, then you have to go 100 times to search that entry is 0 or non-zero. That is also one drawback of this technique, but okay, that is also correct, it's not wrong. So whatever technique he suggested or whatever technique I am going to tell, those are called the pivot technique. And in your syllabus there are two techniques. One is called partial pivoting Another one is called complete pivoting. In complete pivoting, you can interchange column also. Partial pivoting, you can interchange row also. That means if you found any column non-zero, like this 2 also non-zero, you can replace 2 here. Okay, so column interchange is also possible and row interchange is also possible. So if you are doing column interchange, then you have to apply complete pivoting. If it is only row, then it is called partial pivoting. So that we will discuss in the next class, not now. So this case will happen only when if this entry is 0. Like for non-zero entry, I already explained how to do. This is the code. But if it is 0, then we have to do the pivoting. Either it is partial pivoting or complete pivoting. So what are the technique that we will discuss in the next class. So now we'll see how to solve. This is the by Gauss elimination, how Python will solve something. Like suppose this is the thing and I want to solve in Python. So in Python there is a inbuilt command that is called solve command. It is inside the linear algebra library. So we can get the solution by using those particular commands. So that also I will show you here. And I will show you some drawback also. Even if you know the answer, you may get something wrong also. So the general technique, suppose Ax equal to B you want to solve, then what is the formula for X? X equal to A inverse into B. Right or wrong? A inverse into B will give the value of X, correct?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So
Yes,
I
sir.
will write that technique. So it is inside the NumPy library, that is inside the linear algebra. So I am writing LIN LG. This is linear algebra dot first inverse of matrix A and then into B. So into B means dot B. It will give the first, it will find the inverse and then multiply by B, it will give the answer. So I am printing the X after solving this. So if I run this, I will get the same answer, 3 1 minus 2 1. But the drawback of this technique is that here we need the inverse of matrix, and finding the inverse is not easy. That's why this Gaussian elimination, Gauss-Jordan, all technique came in the picture. See, in this process, whatever this code I wrote, I never, in any step, I never found any inverse of matrix. Without finding the inverse, I solved the problem. Because the finding inverse is not easy. Easy in the sense, suppose matrix size is 100 across 100, then finding inverse is very difficult and it will take time also. So computational cost is more. And in the real world, that means real world problem, maximum time you will face the matrix of size at least 1000. It's not like 2 cross 2 or 3 cross 3, at least 1000 cross 1000. Then finding inverse is not a easy technique, the easy means method. So that's why this Gaussian elimination, Gauss-Jordan, these are just basic techniques. Some other higher advanced technique is also there, that is not in your syllabus. Now I will solve without finding the inverse. So directly you can just find the answer in Python. So that command is simple, just solve A comma B, it will solve. This is another technique, better than inverse. Without finding the inverse it will solve. It will actually using the QR algorithm. So I am not telling what is QR algorithm. Based on the QR algorithm, this is the solution. So is it okay? First technique is finding in the inverse, then dot B will give the X. Second one is just solve A comma B. And this is actually numerical technique by Gauss elimination. The same problem I solved by 3 different techniques. This is the exact inverse, after inverse, what is the answer? This is by QR algorithm, that anyway is not in your syllabus. And this is the Gaussian elimination. All are giving the same answer, 3 1 minus 2 1. The pivoting, partial pivoting and complete pivoting we'll see in the next lab, not now. That means we have to interchange the row if it is 0, that pivot entry. So now I'm giving one matrix for you, that is exercise. Just now you have to complete. Very simple matrix, 2 cross 2 matrix. You have to solve by using this two command, inverse and this one. Both technique you have to solve in your computer, those who can do. If you have some technical problem, then leave it. You just solve by manually hand computation. Very easy example I am giving, 2 cross 2. So just note down. I will also write here that you have to solve either in Python or by hand computation. The problem is that 1000x plus 999y equal to 1,999. This is the equation number 1. Another one is 999x plus 998 y equal to 1997. The question is solve this either by Python or by hand computation. And if you are ready with the answer, then don't tell the answer. Just I will ask them, then tell. This is simple 2 cross 2 problem. Even you can do by hand computation. You can solve by this linear algebra solve command, and you can find the inverse also. You can solve. So just take 2-3 minutes and then solve it. So first we have to declare the matrix A, then matrix B, and then by linear algebra solve command you will get the solution. So let me ask to someone if you are able to.
One.
Yes, Jyotirmay Das. Can you tell me what is the value of x and y?
Hello, sir. I am computing in my hand.
Yeah, okay.
I need some time.
Take your time, no problem. Please don't tell the answer. Those who calculated by Python or by hand computation or whatever. Just wait for 2-3 minutes. Let him calculate. Sakshi Kumari, can you tell me the answer? Sakshi, are you there?
Yes, sir. Sir, 1 minute, please. Make a ring.
Okay, do it. It is very simple 2 cross 2 matrix, and you know how to solve. You can use any methods. You can find inverse. You can do the elimination method. You can find x from one equation, substitution method, and some cross multiplication also you can use. So all method will give the same answer. Okay, those who did with the Python, don't tell the answer, just tell me what to write here in the first row here, and what to write here, and what to write here. Just tell me, don't tell me the answer.
1000.
1999.
999. Second row, 999, comma,
998.
yes. And right hand side is this comma. If I will run anyway, I will get the answer. But let the others do. Then I will run. So those who are doing hand computation, if anyone got the answer, you can speak and tell the answer. Those who did hand computation.
1 1.
1 1. So 1 1 is the correct. Yeah, both are equal to 1, and 1 1 is the correct answer. So let me run.
Yes.
So I got 1 1. So this is by method number 1, and I'm calculating x1 also by finding the inverse. I think everybody got 1 1 and p dot linear algebra. I will print even x1 also. This is dot inverse of A matrix A, then dot B. That means multiply by B. So if I will print x1, x, and then I'm printing x1 also. Tell x1. So I'm running. I'm getting 1 1. 1 1 because this is the row sum. If you do this row sum, first row sum, this is the right hand side, this is again the row sum is written here. So answer is 1 1. If you put 1 and 1, that means row sum is this much and this much. So now I'm changing, I'm giving you another problem. This time you have to guess the answer. No need to solve, even no need to try here over Python. Just guess the answer. Based on the guess, it may be correct and it may be wrong also. Doesn't matter. So I'm just writing here. You have to guess the answer, and as soon as you can guess, you can speak. That means don't wait for me. You can speak the answer immediately if you are able to guess. Here also we can guess 1 1 because row sum is 1. Just you have to guess. Okay, and for why I'm saying guessing, because I already given this problem to you and you people already solved, and it is giving 1 1. So that's why this time maybe you can guess the answer. So just I'm telling. So just see what I'm changing here in the previous problem. Here 99, I'm writing 99. See, it is very close to the actual one. Here it is written 1999. Here I wrote 98.99, and here I wrote 01. Now guess the answer. Only right hand side little I changed, and I'm expecting you to guess the answer. Just guess. I am not asking the exact answer. I'm just asking your guess. What will be your guess?
1.99.
1.99. 1.99 means 2. Okay. Yes, anyone want to guess? I don't want correct answer. I just want guess only. guess may be wrong also.
Sir, 1.1 and 0.9.
0.9 x value. Why?
Sir, x 1.1 and y 0.9.
Okay, fine. Yeah, any other? You can tell your answer. Who want to say, you can speak. Without solving, just you have to guess only. I'm not asking the correct answer. I'm just asking guess. You already solved this. That's why I'm asking guess. Rohit Kumar, can you guess? What is your guess? Rohit Kumar, what is your guess? Pratish Pradhan, Saloni Kumari, please tell me what is your guess? X equal to 1 or y equal to minus
1.9.
Okay. So now let me run this. 98.99. That's the Python will give what? 0.01. I am running. Now see the answer. You can verify it is correct answer. X value is 20.97 and y value is minus 18.99. You can cross verify. Just put x and y, you will get the right hand side. You can cross verify manually. You can get this answer by both the method, by solve and by inverse of. So now can you comment anything after seeing the answer? The previous problem had the solution 1,1, but now the second problem has the solution 20.97 and minus 18.99. Is this answer is wrong? So even, yeah, you can check. First check this is correct or not. Put in the first equation and see you are getting right hand side.
Wrong, sir.
Wrong. Just put and see it is wrong or not. This 20.97 multiply by 1000. You will get 20970 minus 18.99 into, even you can use mobile calculator 999 and see you are getting right hand side or not. So who said wrong solution? That means Python is doing wrong according to you.
No, sir. Right answer.
Right answer. Okay.
Right answer.
Right, sir. Right.
Right. So see, very small change in the problem is giving the very, see, if you see the respect of the previous one, that error, very small change and solution is going, see, so far. Even it is not very close to 1,1 by this example. See, very small change in the right hand side. Even I can make the small change in the entry also, and I am getting very. So if you are doing numerically such type of problem, and this error can happen, it's not like that you cannot avoid such type of things. It may happen. Like 1/3, if you want to write, it will not give one, like up to how much, how many decimal place it will give 1/3, 0.333 up to what. After certain stage, definitely depending on the computer memory, it will stop. That means you are not getting the exact 1/3. You are getting some approximation of 1/3 because these are real numbers. In that case, you have to be very careful if you are solving such type of problem, especially this matrix equation. Why this is happening, I will tell the reason also. But such type of problem, if it is there, by looking the equation you cannot even identify, but if you are solving, very small difference can make a very wrong answer. Even you will not come to know it is wrong answer, but it can give the wrong answer. Even Python can also give the wrong answer, because this entry is the approximated value. It's very close to the actual value, but very small change. But see the huge difference. So why it is happening? This is happening because of so the reason is that suppose this entry is not 0. This is 10 to the power minus 15. So will computer will consider it is 0. Suppose this entry is not 0. It is 10 to the power minus 15.
কাকি ফোন করে দিলি
Please unmute. Otherwise I have to do. So this is happening because with respect to 6 this is 0, but with respect to 6 this is, if it is 10 to the power minus 15, that is also 0. So if the entry is very small, not 0, actually it is not 0, it is 10 to the power minus 15, that is also a non-zero number, but the computer may consider it is 0, and in such case you may get such type of error. And that is happening in actually real world. If you solve some real world problem like 1000 cross 1000, you cannot even check each and individual entry of that matrix, which is very close to 0, which is non-zero. So such case you have to avoid. There is also some technique to avoid such cases by multiplying by some matrix by permutation. So instead of solving ax equal to b, you are solving some p times ax equal to p times b. Some permutation matrix you have to multiply so that it will settle such type of problem. So that is anyway, that is also not in your syllabus, so I will not go in the detail. But this, the purpose of this example is that if you are solving equation, you have to be very careful with the entry of matrix, because very small change in the entry can lead to very huge error in the solution. Is that clear? Anyone have any doubt? You can ask.
So please repeat this things. Why is error is too much?
Yeah, why it is? Because suppose some entry is 0, but that is not actually 0. It is 10 to the power suppose minus 10. But suppose it is this entry is 6, instead of 6 it is 1000, and this entry is 10 to the power minus 10. So technically that is not 0, because you are making 0, but that is not, that entry is not 0. 10 to the power minus 10 or 10 to the power minus 15, but suppose computer is rounding that entry and after 15 digit and it is taking as a 0, but actually that is not 0. So during the process some error will happen, and that error will cause this much error, this 20 point. That's why this answer is differing. And they're not, it's not like always all matrix will preserve this type of property. Very few class of matrix which will create such type of problem, and that matrix is called condition matrix or ill condition matrix. So
sir, here is
yes.
0. Here we change the matrix B, but we do not change the matrix A. But how the 0 occurs?
That's why, see, if you want to make it 0, what you will change the multiplier. How to make this 9999990 with the help of 1000? Which row operation you will apply? Tell me which row operation you will apply.
What, sir? Please repeat.
If you want to solve this, you want to make it 0, this entry is 0 with the help of 1000. That means R2 minus what you will do so that it will become 0.
R2 minus 19. R2 minus R1 by 1000 into 999.
Yes, this 999 divided by 1000, that multiplier you will choose so that this entry will become 0, right?
Yes.
Similarly, the same thing you will apply here also.
Yes.
So what I'm saying that it is very small, like 10 to the power minus 10 or 10 to the power minus 50. So during the calculation or this arithmetic, computer may treat that entry 0. If computer will treat it as 0, actually it is non-zero, then what will happen? Number one thing. Another one, suppose suppose matrix determinant is 10 to the power minus 15. It is 0, actually 0 means 10 to the power minus 15, very that is not singular but according to the computer, so it will create a problem. So in such cases, such type of problem may happen. It's not like it will happen. Is that clear? Suppose some matrix has determinant 10 to the power minus 15, that is a non-zero. That multiple 10 to the power minus 15 is very close to 0. That means that matrix is very close to the singular matrix. So that matrix can create a problem.
Okay, sir.
And such type of matrix is called ill-conditioned matrix. So anyway, I will not give any example which will create such type of. Anyway, we can deal this by using some permutation matrix. You can multiply permutation matrix both, and then you can solve. Like ill-conditioned matrix, first make it well-conditioned, and you can solve.
How can you identify the matrix is in
So
condition?
anyone, yeah, some criteria is there, condition is there with respect to the norm of matrix, that you may learn maybe in the next semester, next to next, not in this semester. Some matrix norm is there, like distance in the matrix space. Like in the real number or R2 and R3, you can find the distance. Similarly, you can find the distance in the matrix space also. So the norm of matrix is required to calculate the condition number. That condition number is the norm of matrix multiplied by the inverse of a inverse norm of that matrix.
Okay, sir.